Welcome back to the afternoon session of the World IPF Open Powerlifting Championships 2017. Now, for those of you who weren't watching this morning, we had the... for those of you who weren't joining us this morning, we had the under 59 and 66 kilo class open men's. A fantastic battle in the deadlifts at the end there, seeing some very close to some records and some world junior records broken as well. And for this afternoon session, we have the 47 kilo and 52 kilo women starting very shortly. In about 15 seconds, we'll be kicking off. Now, big thank you to a lot of the sponsors that put this event together. Rogue, Alico, SBD, Ray-Ban, Bull, all of these sponsors, Park Hotel, all of these sponsors, we couldn't do this without them. They put events of this size and this magnitude with elite level athletes together. All right, our first lifter for this afternoon session, under 47 kilo women, Anya Schreiner from Germany, looking at a squat of 130 kilograms. Anya Schreiner from Germany at 130 kilograms. Anya weighed in at 45.2. 40 seconds left on the clock. Here comes Anya. Just got those knee wraps nice and tight. Very confident out of the rack. Very confident with that lift.
Very easy.
3 white lights, the referees are happy with that. Nice opening lift. Mei Yang Liu from Chinese Taipei is our next lifter at 140 kilograms. And body weight of 45.7. She's got a squat PB of 150 kilograms. This is 10 kilos off her PB, so it shouldn't be too hard as an opener. Seconds left on the clock. She's going to take her time setting up. It's not an easy walk out there on the platform with those knee wraps.
Not at all. No, especially with the incline they have walking up there a little bit.
Good speed out of the bottom with that really fast lift.
That's crazy. Crazy fast.
2 white lights, that's all it takes. 140 kilos. She's on the board. Cova from Russia, 150 kilograms. We're looking to get a nice clean opening lift here.
Yeah, she's got a PB of 160. She got that at Europeans and she also tied that at Russian Open.
Yeah, so this should be a nice easy opener. Digging that bar in nice and tight. Getting that center knurling wrapped in that shirt. Easy lift weight-wise. Let's see what the referees have to say about that one. 2 white lights, that's enough. Ladera from Indonesia, 160 kilograms. You might see some of the coaches actually carry some of the lighter weight women up the ramp, save them trying to walk up that incline.
Her PB is showing as 170.
So 160 should be a fairly solid opening lift.
Here, yeah.
You want to get a good clean opening lift on the board. And you're taking your time. Still got 30 seconds on the board. Building up that focus and aggression. There's 10 seconds left to start the lift.
Wow, it is close. There we go. Good.
Two white lights, the
Very
referees
solid
are happy. Not the fastest lift, but certainly well controlled and solid.
So we had a blue card from the center that would be, somehow they're saying that knees were not locked.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell from the center
final
referee, but
yeah.
The referees can see a different angle than we can.
Yep.
So Tomoko Fukushima from Japan, 165 kilograms. She's got a squat PB of 188.5, so it's a long way away from her PB, so this should be a nice, easy opener for her. $165 kilograms. A deep breath into that belt. Deep into the wraps.
It's amazing.
Referees are happy. She's happy with that. 165 kilograms.
Now, and there you go. The leader right now in squats after the round, the first round, is Fukushima, who happens to be a Masters 1 lifter.
There you go, Masters 1 lifter, taking the lead in the opens. Anja Schreiner from Germany, 137.5 kilos for a second attempt.
So for those of you sitting at home thinking I'm too old to get into the sport or it's not going to work for me, it's not true.
It's one of the greatest things about powerlifting. You're not really reaching your peak until you're at least in your 30s.
At least in your 30s. And there are athletes, both male and female, that well into their 40s and in their 50s are
40s,
still...
50s, 60s are still competing at world level championships.
Yep, and still increasing their totals. So don't ever think it's too late or it's time to stop.
Schreiner is 12 seconds left. It looks like Anja's not going to take a second lift. So as I said earlier, regardless of whether the lifter decides to take the lift, they still have to run the clock down. So Anja's not taking a second lift. We'll find out if she's taking a third lift and just conserving energy, or something might have happened in that first squat.
Well, she might not take a third, but because there's such a small flight, we only have 5 lifters. It's very sportsmanlike to put in another attempt.
Yeah, it's not unusual for that to happen.
To give that minute. Otherwise, you're talking about 4 minutes between near maximal squats. As it is, 5 minutes is tight. 4 minutes is even.
Yeah, it's a very small flight, so a quick turnaround. Oh, Anja Schreiner.
Oh, that was the minute. That was the minute.
That was a minute extra for only 5 lifters. So
that's
apologies.
That's my fault. I should know better. I do know better.
With such a small flight, they need to add the extra minute. Has to have a 6-minute turnaround. Yeah, not quite fast enough out of the bottom of that one. Couldn't push through that sticking point. And the hard thing with such a small flight is the energy expenditure is quite significant. So there's not a lot of time to rest between your first and your second lift. Mei Yan Lee from Taipei, 155 kilograms. And so this is a PB for Mei Yan. Her previous PB of squat was 150 kilograms. So a 5-kilogram increase on her personal best. Let's see if she can put a PB on the board today for a second lift. Very confident out of the rack. Very easy weight-wise. Let's see what the referees say. No depth.
Nope.
3 red lights. Didn't quite get deep enough on that one.
No, I think that was yellow. I think that was probably for...
Oh, sorry, yeah, yellow.
Probably missed a command.
Yeah, she may have gone before the squat command.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like she's gone before the squat command. There you go, Sitkova from Russia. This is an equal PB for her, 160 kilograms. So she'll be looking at getting a PB on her next lift. So remember, these girls are weighing under 47 kilos.
That's crazy.
It's 160 kilograms on her back. Winding it through. And she stands up. And let's see what the referees say. 3 white lights.
I mean, they're already over 3 times body weight.
That's a second list. That's enormous. Ladera from Indonesia, 172.5 kilos with a body weight of 46.5 kilograms. I'm sure if you walk into a lot of gyms around the world, there'll be a lot of people that can't even manage that at a much heavier body weight.
And it looks like Ladera and Fukushima are matching each other at 172
We're
and a
going to
half.
be battling this one out for the entire flight, I think.
They're going to be the two that are battling for the ultimate gold medal, 2 in total.
Ladera, 45 seconds left on the clock. Just adjusting that belt, getting it right.
You know, and it happens with the Indonesians. They compete so rarely at the international level. Sometimes they'll leave the sport. The individual lifter will leave the sport for 2 or 3 years, and so you don't really have a lot of information on them. We don't know what her history is as far as making attempts and things that. So it's a little bit of a mystery here when the Indonesians come.
Sinking into those knee wraps, couldn't quite get through that sticking point. Need a little bit more speed out of the bottom. No lift, unfortunately.
And this should be
Tomoko Fukushima from Japan, 172.5 kilograms with a body weight of 46.2.
I mean, this should be a very easy lift for her here. Should be very much in her capacity.
Yeah, so should be looking at putting a nice clean lift here. Just to storm a little bit further ahead of Ladera from Indonesia. You see that opportunity on that third lift to open the gap a little bit in the squats early on. 30 seconds left on the clock.
And here she comes.
You should be able to hear that coach yelling instructions. She's got 12 seconds left on the clock. Nice confident walkout.
Going to be tight. She did this last time too.
5 seconds again. Let's see what the referee says. She seems pretty happy with that. 2 white lights, that's enough.
Brilliant.
172.5 kilograms.
Now, even though her personal best is 188.5 and a half, I think she's probably going to go something way less than that.
Oh, yeah, I think she'll play it safer, a bit safer today. It's a 1 minute time over now, just to for this small flight.
So 1 minute of compensation time. Any flight of lifters, individual group of lifters with fewer than 6. So at 5, you add 1 minute. That's 4 lifters, you add
Correct.
2. 3 lifters, you add 3. Still not enough time, but it at least compensates them.
Very difficult in these short flights. The amount of energy expenditure in these single lifts is quite exceptional.
And there's what I was saying before with the one. So Fukushima's now put in 177.5, which that 5 kilos with her consistency probably gives her enough to move along with what she needs to do.
So she'll be looking at starting to create a little bit of a gap here early on.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, Wadari had a tough time with that second attempt. Fukushima hits that. That's and Wadari misses her third. That's a huge swing. It's a 17.5 kilo swing right there from where they were dead even.
It puts her in a strong position in the bench press then as well.
Yeah.
Anya Schreiner from Germany, 137.5 kilos. So she missed this on her second attempt.
But so a make by Fukushima, a miss by Wadari is a 17.5 kilo swing, and that's hard.
Already.
That's hard to make up.
And Anya will be looking at really grinding this one through. 137.5 kilos. She want to get this second number on the board.
You know, and the weight did not look heavy on her back area, did you think?
No, she was confident out of the rack. As again, she's confident walking that out. Doesn't look like she's struggling.
I mean, that weight looks light on her back right now. She's under no stress.
She's just not getting the speed out of the bottom.
Well, she's just not striking the bottom. It's weird. You were saying in the first session for people that joined us that you want to speed up that last few centimeters into the hole.
Take that first few centimeters, get that spring out of the knee rest, but also that spring out of that stretch shortening cycle we have ourselves.
Right.
You're using those little advantages to get that extra speed out of the bottom, push you through that sticking point.
Right.
Wei Yun Liu from Chinese Taipei, 160 kilograms.
Hey, there's
So
two.
this is 10 kilos on her personal best of 150 kilos.
Awesome. Let's see what she does here.
So she missed 155 for the second lift. No, it wasn't a weight issue though. Certainly wasn't too heavy for her. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, you cannot start your lift without the command from the head referee. Very easy weight-wise.
Beautiful. There you go, high.
Yeah, cut that a little bit short. Didn't quite get the depth she wanted.
Was not
But
feeling
she'll
that
finish
at all.
her squats on 140 kilograms. She'll be a little bit disappointed with that, as it certainly wasn't too heavy for her.
Not at all.
Nagios Cova from Russia, 165 kilograms.
Right, so this will be a 5 kilo
Yeah, so
PB
this is
for
another
her.
PB for her. So she attempted, she equaled her PB in her last lift. And she's going to add 5 kilos to her personal best now.
Look at how tight her elbows are.
She's
How
tucked
tight
in
her
now.
hands into her shoulders.
She's tucked right in. Everything's tight. Big breath. Solid grind. She doesn't look happy with that lift though.
Let's see what the referees say here.
I think she might have gone a little shy. 2 white lights, so that's enough.
I mean,
That's a PB of 165 kilos.
you know, and that's a borderline lift, so a 2-to-1 call I think is a good. I can't argue with a 2-to-1 on that.
She was a little disappointed when she came up, but the referees were happy that 2 of the referees were happy that she got depth. So,
Yep.
Wadari with 172.5 kilograms, looking at a second attempt at this. So this is her third lift. She missed 172.5 on her second. She's going to take her time setting up.
Now this would be, according to what we have, would be a PB for her.
So 172.5 kilos will be her personal best if she gets this one on the board.
And she really needs this to keep pace with Fukushima.
Yeah, if she misses this lift, that puts her a long way behind.
She falls off the pace tremendously.
Very easy weight-wise. I'm not sure if she was able to lock that at the top, though. Let's see what the referees say. 3 red lights.
2 for depth and 1 for knees not locked.
Couldn't stand that up properly.
Yeah.
She'll be very disappointed with that for her squats. The weight was not too heavy for her.
Now Fukushima comes here and makes the 177.5.
This is 17.5 kilos ahead.
swing. That's a big That's a big swing for one attempt.
It's going to be a lot of work to try and make that up.
Yeah. So you went from 5 kilos to 17 and a half.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're 17.5 kilos behind.
Yeah. I mean, she'd made it, and then Fukushima made it at 5. Now it's 17 and a half. Tough. I mean, the Indonesians, Wadari in particular, very, very good deadlifters. It's hard to make that much distance out.
Tomoko Fukushima, 177.5 for her final squat.
And Fukushima is a great bencher, too, so it's not like Wadari.
They're have their work cut out for them trying to catch up.
Yeah, and I think Fukushima is just going to try to reduce Wadari's bench press a little bit and take away the little bit of advantage that she has in the deadlift.
She's taking her time. She's got 20 seconds left in the clock. Very confident with the walkout. Big rise, still pushing through. Well done, stands it up.
Wow.
Let's see if the referees are happy. She seems happy. 2 white lights. 177.5. That puts her 17.5 kilos in front already.
Wow. She's happy about that.
The coach is very happy. She's very happy. We're all happy.
The crowd's happy.
So we move on to the 52 kilo class now. Yu Chao from the Chinese Taipei at 115 kilos to open. The body weight of 50.7.
And the bar is loaded.
It shouldn't be too difficult for her. Oh, look at that speed. The bar path was exceptional through there. 3 white lights. Sped up at the bottom to get that bounce out of the knee wraps. Stood straight back up. Very nice lift. Louise Edwards from Great Britain, 132.5 kilograms. So Louise has got a squat PB of 147.5 kilos, so this shouldn't be too much of a challenge for her to open. She want to get a nice clean opening lift on the board.
It's going to be a heck of a battle in this 52 kilo women's class.
We've got some very big numbers. Referees are happy with that with 3 white lights. Tomoko Afrikaner from Japan, 135 kilograms. Body weight 51.8. She got a squat PB of 150 kilos, so this is a long way from her best ever squat. She should stand this one up quite quickly. Big breath into that belt. A little bit of speed up at the bottom to get that bounce out. Stands up very quickly. And 2 white lights. That's enough.
Next is Dreambagger from Denmark with 100.
A Dreambagger from Denmark, 152.5 kilograms. So we're looking at around about 3 times body weight now. focused under that bar. And pulling that bar in nice and tight, tucking those elbows in. Looks very comfortable. Very easy lift. Didn't quite get depth on that 2 red lights, so that's a no lift. Certainly wasn't an issue with how much it weighed. She had no trouble standing that back up.
No, not at all.
Vanessa Mountain from France is our next lifter at 155 kilograms. Vanessa shouldn't struggle with this one at all.
No, not at all. Martine is also a master's lifter, so you know, again, it's never too late.
You're never too old to start this sport. It's the older you are, sometimes the better you are in this sport. Experience counts for a lot in powerlifting. No trouble standing that one up.
Easy. Good attempt selection there.
2 red lights, though. It looks like she didn't get depth on that one. The referees didn't think she got down deep enough. Certainly wasn't a problem with how heavy it was. She'll probably interested to see if she comes out a little bit heavier. A little bit of extra weight might push her down through those wraps. So Anna Komleva from Russia, 175 kilograms, weighing in at 51.7. So this is an enormous lift, 175 kilograms, well over 3 times body weight. Good speed into the bottom there. You really use that spring out to get that speed through the sticking point. 2 white lights, that's enough. Puts her on the board at 175 kilograms.
Yeah, so her PB in the 52 kilo class is 197.5.
So that's a nice easy opener for her.
Yeah, very much so.
Katharina Connect from Ukraine, 175 kilos as well. So her PB is 192.5, so a long way off her PB. This shouldn't be too much of a challenge.
No, and she has dropped down a weight class too. So
you want to be opening at a something you're 99% confident you're going to do. That opening lift, that opening squat for your competition, particularly at this elite level, is really important for your confidence.
She's a very strong, very consistent lifter.
Very confident in the walkout. Looks a little uncomfortable. Not sure if she's really happy with the setup. She certainly stands up without any problems.
Wow.
Didn't quite get depth on that one though. She'll be a little bit disappointed there. Jens Yuhang from Taipei, 175 kilograms. Again, 51, weighed in at 51.7, so well above 3 times body weight.
Now, this is her personal best, according to what we have. She set this at
So this is equal to a PB.
2017 Asian Powerlifting Championships.
Good speed into the bottom.
Wow.
Certainly made that look easy.
That's awesome, Gary.
2 white lights, that's enough.
Very easy choice, very good selection there.
Louise Edwards from Indonesia, 175 kilograms.
And they're always the wild cards in this, the Indonesians. We just don't see them enough that we really know how they perform.
We just don't have, it's not like a number of the others, particularly the Eastern European teams where we see them at all the events and always sort of know where they're progressing and catch up with them. But Indonesia, we don't often see them at all the events. So.
Nope.
So 175 kilos. Used a lot of length on those knee wraps.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's about maximum length.
Certainly got plenty of spring out of those. Stood up very easily. Didn't quite get depth on one side as well and didn't lock that knee up. So there's 2 red lights, unfortunately. That's no lift for her. Certainly wasn't a problem with how much it weighed.
Not at all.
Natalia Salikova from Russia, 190 kilograms. So this is getting very close to 4 times body weight now. I'm fairly sure if I tried to squat 4 times my body weight, I wouldn't get back up again.
Oh, yeah.
The squatting wouldn't be a problem. It's the standing back up.
No, her best is 210.
So 190 is a good 20 kilos away from her best. So this should be a good solid opener. You're taking your time, really getting tight under that bar. Weighing in at 51.3, holding 190 kilos on your back.
I mean, she is well-rounded in all 3 lifts, so it makes it hard on the other lifters. They have to extend maybe a lift for them. It's not as good a discipline.
It's going to be a tough battle in the top 3, I think.
Yep.
Good speed through that lift. Stood up very quickly. Good speed down into the bottom.
There you go.
3 white lights. Excellent. Fantastic lift.
Loading 200 kilograms for Vargas Vilma Ochoa from Ecuador.
Vargas Vilma Ochoa from Ecuador. 200 kilograms.
The bar is loading.
Weighing in at 51.8. 200 kilograms. Very close to 4 times body weight.
Ochoa is just a very consistent lifter. She's been world champion. She is, she could win this class.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very big battle. We've got 4 or 5 lifters here that are going to be battling out in these top spots. And I'm sure they'll be watching each other. The coaches will be watching the other lifters to see who misses what and who puts in what.
Yeah, again, like we saw this morning, it's who's going to, who makes the most attempts is probably going to win this class.
Oh, she made 200 kilograms look very easy. And 3 white lights. The referees are happy. She's happy with that.
It's beautiful.
I think when you see a 52 kilo class female lifter squatting 200 kilos that easily, it's about that time you think your career's over.
Yeah, almost 4 time body weight.
It's time for me to stop.
Yeah.
Yuju Chow, her second attempt, 125 kilograms. She was successful at 115 on her first attempt. $125 kilograms. Still has 45 seconds, 43 seconds left on the clock. Here she comes. Getting those wrists wrapped nice and tight. 30 seconds on the clock. Yes, the squat command with 10 seconds to spare. Good drop into the bottom there. Look at that, standing up very fast. Drops right into the bottom very quickly. Uses that spring, gets the 3 white lights.
Now loading 140 kilograms for Louise Edwards.
And Louise Edwards from Great Britain, 140 kilograms. And she's made 132.5 look very easy. So I think she'll stand 140 up very quickly. She's been competing for 9 years. She's got a 147.5 kilo PB. And she's 39 years of age. Next year she'll be Open and Masters lifter. Looks very focused and confident. Big breath.
Wow.
Yeah, she came out of the bottom quite quickly for those first couple of centimetres, but then just moved forward a little bit And bar pushing her forward. Once you get that forward movement, it's very hard to stand back up again.
I think she hit depth either. She kind of here and then forward. Now she's there, and then she just gets forward. And you're right, Gary. It's not going to come back. Be able to pull that bar back.
That much weight at that height. The next lifter, Tomoko Afrikaner from Japan, 145 kilograms. She's a clean lift at 135 on the first attempt. Very confident out of the rack. Speed into the bottom, get that bounce. Stands up very easily.
And
3 white lights.
There you go. It's a good lift.
Referees are happy with that one. He puts her on 145 kilograms. 3-bagger from Denmark, 155 kilograms. So she missed the 152.5 as an opener, but it certainly wasn't a case of that it was too heavy for her. So she's lifted up to the 155. That 155 might just be enough to help push down through those knee wraps.
Might be.
And get her the depth that she needs.
Now the next 4 lifters all missed their opening attempts. So they're all under a little bit of pressure here to kind of stay in the meet, especially when you have Klemenko, who's challenging for a medal.
Yeah, and you lose that confidence. You miss that first opening lift, that confidence goes out the window. You start to question your thought. You start to question your lifts, your numbers. It's an important role. This is the important part where the coach actually has to really start to coach. Stands up very easily. And 2 white lights, that's enough to get her on the board.
It's borderline lift, borderline call. It's a good call.
Vanessa Mountain from France with 160 kilograms.
Vanessa Mountain from France, 160 kilograms. Vanessa missed her opening lift at 155. And has opted to go to 160. Just using that extra bit of weight to push them down through those knee wraps.
What was Martine's PB? Do you remember?
I should remember that. No struggle to stand up with that.
There we go.
Certainly looks more confident.
Should the referees say? 3rd light.
Have we got a light?
Do the flag. Come on.
We're going to use the flags. We've got 2 white lights.
2 to 1.
2 whites, so she's got that on the board now.
2 to 1, good. Yep.
Katharina Connect from Ukraine, 175 kilos. So she missed this on her opening lift.
175 kilograms.
I mean, this is well within her capabilities.
Yeah, she shouldn't be struggling with this. So missing that opening lift. The coach would be at the back, getting in her ear, talking to her, making sure she gets her confidence back. She knows she can do this. Very easy on the weight.
Very
close.
close
To see what the referees say on this one.
Very close.
3 red lights, not quite getting deep enough on that. Just not getting down deep. So she's under a lot of pressure now on her 3rd lift.
Now you can see from the side there, she's high. She got reds from all 3 referees. So
yeah, that's going to knock her confidence around a bit. You're going to have to get her. The coach is going to be talking up her in the back room there, getting her confidence back. Louise Edwards from Indonesia, 175 kilograms. So again, missed this on her opening lift. Out now for a 2nd attempt. It certainly doesn't look heavy out of the rack. Very confident. The depth looked better on this one. Let's see what the referees have to say. 3 white lights. That
Good
puts
lift.
her on the board at
All right.
175. That relieves a little bit of pressure for her.
Next is Yensuan from Taipei.
Yenzi Helm from Taipei at 182.5 kilograms. And she had an opening lift at 175, very comfortable.
And the bar is loaded.
182.5. Shouldn't pose too much of a challenge for her.
So now of the 4 that needed to make a lift, we have 3 of them are out of danger and have a total up on the
This
board.
is just 2.5 kilos under her PB as well. So there's obviously certainly been some improvements in her lifts. She was very strong under that bar. Good speed into the bottom. Stands
Wow.
up very easily at 182.5. 2 white lights, that's enough.
That's a good lift. Next loading 185 kilograms.
Annika moving from Russia, 185 kilograms. Weighing at 51.7.
And the bar is loaded.
185 kilograms.
Now her personal best in this class is 197.5.
Yeah, so 185 shouldn't pose too much for her. Got those knee wraps super tight. Good speed into the wraps. Stands up very easily at 185.
Yeah. So her personal best is 97.5.
Yeah, 3 white lights.
Her qualifying total on this is 192.5. So she's very.
She's well under what she can do.
Yeah.
2.5 kilograms for a Russian lifter.
Natalia Salnikova from Russia, 202.5 kilograms.
The bar is loaded.
Yeah, 45 seconds left on the clock. Looks like she's out the back there, just tightening things up.
Yep.
Getting those wrist straps nice and tight. There's still 30 seconds of the clock. Doesn't seem like a long time, but there's plenty of time to get set up.
And she's staying right behind Vilma Ochoa right now, so we'll see what happens. And again, it's going to come
Be a
down.
tight battle.
It's going to come down to who makes these squats, these last 2
Yeah,
attempts.
it's going to be a very tight battle through this. Big grind, lifting that chest up. Not
Nope.
quite there.
No.
This will be interesting to see what happens now if Ochoa can
Wow.
get the 210.
Next is Vilma Afrikaner with 210 kilograms.
Vilma Ochoa makes this lift. It's a 12.5 kilo swing.
Yeah, so it makes
in
a
the
big
space of
difference
2
right at
attempts.
the very start.
Wow. She'll be up by 20 kilos.
The bar is loaded.
So 210 kilos for Vilma. All the way from Ecuador. Bit of a change in weather coming here to Czechia. Get the refs call for squat. Stands up very
Wow.
easily at 210 kilograms.
Wow.
She looks confident. 3
Three
white
lights.
lights.
That's a
210 kilograms. That puts her 20 kilos
huh?
ahead in already at the second lift.
I mean, Solnikova is the best bench presser in this class in the world. It's probably going to take a world record bench press here for her to pull even or come in
It's going to be very hard to chase down
for
20
Ochoa.
kilos.
Yeah. I mean, she is a much better bencher than Vilma Ochoa, but it's probably going to take a world record attempt here because
think so.
I think Vilma's going to hit her third, so it's going to be rough. And Solnikova, that 2:02.5 second attempt did not look steady at
Not
all.
at all. Yuju Chow from Taipei, 127.5 kilograms.
And as we were talking before about, you know, Cova is the best bencher in the world. Ochoa is the best squatter in the world. She's put in a third attempt of a
218 kilograms for the world record.
Yep. So that's a huge number right there for her.
You know, if she can take that world record of 280 kilos, it's going to be very tough to chase her down.
Yep.
And it's not the sort of gap you can make up on a bench press, I'm afraid.
Nope.
Oh, good speed through that lift. 127.5 kilos made that look very easy. 3 white lights. Textbook lift.
Now loading 140 kilograms for British lifter Louise Edwards.
Louise Edwards from Great Britain looking at 140 kilograms. So she did 140 kilograms for a second attempt and couldn't quite get there. She's looking at a third attempt now. The second attempt, she sort of came forward a little bit, and the weight pushed her forward, making it too hard to stand up.
Yeah, the attempt, it just looked heavy. You know, yes, we can say it's technique, but
yeah, she's much more confident out of the rack in this one. She stood straight up with that. Looks much more comfortable under this bar now. Just can't quite lift that chest up. Just folding her forward a little bit, unable to stand that chest back up. So unfortunately that's a no lift, so that lets her finish there on 132.5 kilos for her squat. Tomoko Afrikaner from Japan looking at 150 kilograms. So she did a 135, 145, now looking at 150. Not an easy feat coming all the way from a number of these countries for these sort of events. The travel time takes its toll, the change in weather and environment, the change in food. Stands that up very nicely at 150 kilograms. 2 white lights and that's enough.
2 to 1, that's all you need.
That gets her 3 from 3. Denmark 162.5 kilos. So she did 152.5 for open and failed that, and then 155 was nice and clean for a second lift, and now looking at 162.5.
Trina looked a lot better on her second than she did on her open. And she went up 2.5 kilos. Again, when you
it looks like that lifting, second lift, the extra little bit of weight helped push you down through that depth.
Yep.
So 162.5, she should stand this up well.
She and Vanessa Mountain missed on their first and both went up. And it helps sometimes, that little bit of extra weight with the suit being so tight.
Yeah, the coach is confident. The coach knows what you can achieve and what you can do. And the coach is watching those lifts and knows exactly where to go from there. You can see Trin's coach at the moment on the side there, making sure he sees everything, yelling commands, watching closely. Just dropped her head there halfway through, and as she dropped that head, you could see it pull her forward there.
Yep.
So that's unfortunate. That's a no lift there on her third lift. Vanessa Mountain from France, 167.5 kilograms. She's going for a 7.5 kilo jump there. But at 160 looked very confident, so.
I think it is. It was a confident, it was a good, strong lift.
I don't think 167.5 is out of reach for her at all.
No, and I think she was probably, maybe she wanted to try and hit 170 today, but so she kind of split the difference. She went up 5, had the miss, went up 5, made it. So
I think 167.5 is a smart move.
Yeah. It's a good number for her. Comes out strong.
Very confident in the descent. Trying to lift that chest up, grinding through. No, couldn't quite get there.
There you go.
Couldn't quite get that 167.5.
All right, and here we go.
Loading 175 kilograms.
Katharina Connect from Ukraine, 175 kilograms.
And both of hers were high. She's just not getting the depth.
The weight certainly is an issue. She's got a PB of 192.5. This isn't a hard weight for her.
Not at all.
Just not quite getting down deep enough.
Not at all.
Yeah, sometimes the world stage, the nerves play a bit of a role.
I mean, at the weight class above this, she's hit a 215.
Yeah, this isn't a hard weight for her at all.
Yeah.
And we saw in both those previous lifts, it wasn't heavy.
Not at all.
Just couldn't quite get depth. And this is really important now. She has to hit depth on this lift. Stands up very easily again.
Looked much better than the first two. Let's see what the referees say.
The referee say on this one.
There
Two
you go,
white lights.
2 to
That
1.
kids are on the board. She'll be very relieved with that.
My goodness.
Loading 185 kilograms.
You know, and-
Hi-Yah, Taipei, 185 kilos.
And the bar is loaded.
$185 kilograms. Couldn't quite get that back up. 185 proved just to be a little bit too much for her.
The weight stays for Imas Kartika from Indonesia. It's 185 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
185 kilograms for Ima Kartika from Indonesia. Taking your time getting set up. And just pushes her forward a little bit. Just taking her off balance so she couldn't finish that lift. Unfortunately, no lift.
Next loading 195 kilograms.
Come leader from Russia, 195 kilograms.
The bar is loaded.
195 kilograms for a third attempt.
This is close to a personal best for her in this weight class, but she hasn't done that weight since 2013.
Yes, it's been a while since she's done 197.5 for the PB, so 195 could be quite a challenge for her. Couldn't quite get speed out of the bottom there. Just couldn't get that bounce out. That's a no lift, unfortunately.
Next is Natalia.
Natalia Samlakova from Russia with 202.5 kilograms.
And the bar is loaded.
She just did not look good on that second. It looked okay coming out of the rack. It just looked heavy
She was
even on the way
confident
down.
walking out of the rack. Just couldn't get that speed to it. So 202.5. The last second getting ready there.
She's a big bencher, best bencher in the world, has a significant advantage over Vilma Ochoa and the bench
Needs
press.
this 202 to keep the gap close.
And if she does not make this 202.5, she basically has neutralized any advantage she has in the bench press.
Yeah, the 20 kilos, 20 plus kilos is too hard to make up on a bench press.
It's too hard, and she's not that far ahead.
If Vilma takes 218 kilos, that opens that gap up even further.
It's a major gap.
So 202.5 kilos. This is a really important lift for Natalia.
She makes this, she's at least in the car, in the conversation. She's not in the driver's seat, but she's in the car. If she doesn't make it, it's an issue.
She looks confident. Big ride through.
All right.
Let's see what the referees say. She looks confident. 3 white lights at
There you
the
go.
race.
All right. Now,
Vilma.
now she's put the pressure back on Vilma.
Vilma needs this 218 kilos now to keep that
Right.
gap. So this is 218 kilos. This is for a world record attempt.
So Vilma's trying to break her own, I believe it's her own world
I
record.
believe so.
I think check.
Yeah, her own world record
Her
of
own world record.
217.5 kilograms.
Okay. I said it World Games, I think, I
This is a world record attempt.
believe. Yeah, 2013, right? World Games. So,
So going by 210 kilos, 218 certainly isn't out of stretch for her.
this still leaves her, this will leave her in the driver's seat. But Solnikova is sitting right next to her.
This will give her a nice 6 kilo head start.
There you go. Oh, yeah. She needs this attempt here to hang even through subtotal.
She stood that up
Wow.
very quickly.
Wow.
Let's see what the referees say. Two
Oh,
white lights.
two
That's a
white
world
lights.
record at 218 kilograms in the under 52 kilo class.
So Solnikova needed her 202.5, had to have that to stay in contention and not fall behind Ochoa and not neutralize her own
This keeps
advantage in the bench
Solnikova in the
press.
race now. So 6 kilos is still a big gap, but it certainly keeps her in the race.
And it took a world record, 218 kilo
218
attempt.
kilos to make sure she kept that gap.
Isn't that amazing? You got to go world record.
This is what
to
happens at
stay
this
in
end,
the
isn't
race.
it? So that concludes our squats for the moment. We're going to take a 10-minute break while they get the bench press set up, and we'll be back in 10 minutes for the 47 and 52 kilo class bench press. Welcome back. We're just about to 20 seconds away from starting our bench press round with the under 42s, the under 47s and the under 52s women. If you've missed the squats, you would have missed out on Ochoa breaking her own world record at 218 kilograms. Giving her a good 6 kilo lead already after the squat round. And then under 47s, Fukushima is already out in front with 177 kilos. It's 177.5 on the squats. We've got a tough battle and some tough decisions for these girls to make. And the coaches will be out the back crunching the numbers and figuring out where to go from there. And our first lifter, Mei Yang Lu from Taipei, looking at 65 kilo bench press. So she's got a PB of 70 kilos. So this should be a good, solid opener for her. I can't imagine she'll struggle too much with this one.
Yeah, those squats, Gary, were very, very interesting on both the 47 kilos and the 52s.
Certainly going to make the bench press very interesting, particularly in the 52 kilo class.
And I'm Elliot Feldman. I'm here with Gary Williams, and we're working hard.
It's been a long day, but it's certainly been a fun day and some fantastic lifting here in Czechia today. This is just the start of the competition as well. We've got a whole week of the lifting to go.
It's amazing how fast it goes, too.
Very easy lift, very fast.
There you go.
No problem with that at all. Let's see what the referees say. Bit of a problem with the referees' lights. We've got a white,
a red. I can't see the other.
Just wait for that to come up on the screen here. From where we were sitting, looks like a fairly good lift. Anja Schreiner from Germany.
Good lift, 2-1.
A good lift on that one. Anja Schreiner from Germany. She's got a PB of 98 kilos. She's going to start with an opener at 85 kilograms.
And the bar is loaded.
Very big arch on Anja. Making that look very easy.
Very good. Perfect.
Very fast. Good speed off the chest. And we have a good lift.
Now loading 115 kilograms.
There goes Cova from Russia, 115 kilograms. A little bit of a technical issue with the referees' lights at the moment, so we're just using the flags.
Her PB's 125 in this.
So 115 should be a very quick opener.
And she just hit this at her qualifier, the Russian Nationals.
So this is a lift she's practiced and done time and time again, so she'll be confident with this. Good wide hand grip on this. Reduce that range of motion right down. Good speed.
Wow, great form.
3 white lights. Very nice opening lift. Very good decision.
That's a good lift.
An enormous arch. Just trying to reduce that range of motion as much as you possibly can and get that system as tight as you can.
The bar is
Wadari with 125 kilograms.
She's got a PB of 140 that she just hit at the Asian Powerlifting Championships.
So 125 shouldn't be too much of a challenge.
Yeah. Should be able to handle it.
Taking that grip as wide as you possibly can. Legally, as long as they've got their fingers over that 81 centimetre mark and not outside of it. So she's taking that as wide as she can get, lifting
Boy,
that chest as high as she can.
That is close. It almost looks like the one ring on the right hand is not covered.
Very borderline. Reduce that range of motion down as much as she possibly can.
Watch this. Boom.
Very fast off the chest. No problem at all.
Easy.
125 kilograms.
That's a good
Yokoko Fukushima from Japan, also at 125 kilograms. So she's already got a fairly solid lead from the squats. It'll be very hard to change that.
Yeah, and she's got a personal best of 135, so she's
a masters lifter. She's already out at 17.5 kilos. Just needs to, her coach will be making smart decisions, just going out, doing that job now, and keeping that lead. And again, getting that chest up as high as she possibly can. That wide stance in the equipped lift. Very fast off the chest. Doesn't seem to have any problems with that one at all. 3 white lights.
Easy. I mean, she's solidly in control of this thing right now.
You'll see the difference in the men and the women in their bench press, the flexibility. It certainly plays a particular role for the women as well, being able to create that much higher arch, much tighter system. So with the short flight, we just let that time run down.
So again, we've added that minute to the bench press, the same way we have for the squats. They leave the weight on that's on there before.
Our next lifter up after this
Let it a minute. Right.
Next 30 seconds, Mei Ying Wu from Chinese Taipei. She's only been competing for 2 years, so she's already here at the World Championships. She's got a PB of 70 kilos. She'll be looking at equaling that PB right now. So 2 years in competition, she's already made the World Championships.
The second attempt start with Mei Xiangling with 70 kilograms.
70 kilos, looking at equaling her personal best. Loader's getting that bar ready for her.
The bar is loaded.
She looks confident walking out. Getting those shoulders into the bench. Bars out now, she'll set her feet. Nice and firm. Good control. Very easy lift. 2 white lights, that's enough.
That's a good lift.
Very easy lift for her.
90 kilograms for
Anya Schreiner from Germany looking to hit 90 kilos now. So Anya's got a PB of 98 kilos, so the second lift shouldn't be too difficult for her.
The bar is loaded.
those feet in nice and firm. Very fast lift.
And that's a good lift.
Nagios to Cova from Russia, 125 kilograms. She opened at 115, very easy opening lift for her.
There's going to be a change among the referees because this is a European record attempt. And it's 125 kilograms.
So her previous PB was 118 kilograms. Just taking that grip out as far as she possibly can. Trying to take every little advantage she can get here. Let's see what the referees say on that one. 2 white lights, that's enough.
There you go.
That gives her 125 kilograms. And Yukako Fukushima from Japan, 132.5 kilos.
kilograms for Yukako Fukushima, and the bar is loaded.
So she's got a significant lead from the squat, so she's really just coming out to do her job at the moment. 132.5 kilograms. Very tight through the setup. Getting up on those shoulders as high as she can. Pulling that chest down. Very fast lift. Referees, 2 wide lights, it's 132.5 kilograms.
Very easy.
So with Ladera now is looking at 135 kilograms. Try and narrow that gap just a little bit. And she's got a fairly big gap to do. I mean, as a coach's perspective, what is she thinking? What is their coach thinking right now? Is Wadari looking for a way to try and close that gap, or just come out and do her job?
Probably here I would just say come out and do her job. She's not really familiar with being on the World Championship stage.
So 135 kilograms.
What's the open world record right now, Gary? In the 47 women?
I think it's around 140 kilograms, I think. Yeah, so 140 kilograms. Shaky under that bar. Pulls it to her chest well. Oh, excellent speed off the chest.
Awesome.
Very fast lift.
She's going 140.5. You said it was 140 is the world record?
140 is the world record.
She's going 140.5.
135 was certainly easy enough to justify 140.
140.5. You know, interestingly enough, did she make 2 or only 1 squat? Do you remember? She didn't go 3 for 3. I know that.
She didn't go 3 from 3.
And she's right in the thick of this thing.
I mean, this puts her in. I mean, if she takes the world record, it certainly closed that gap a little bit more for her.
Yeah, because Fukushima's taken a small jump from 132.5 to 135.
141. There you go. She's put 141
right.
for a world record attempt for a third lift.
So, I'm not sure why she went 141 instead of 140.5, but whatever the choice.
Yeah, the coach is confident that 141s are.
Oh, I'm sure.
Reach, so,
I'm sure.
It'd certainly be fantastic to watch another world record for today.
Yep.
Day one, and we've already seen world records drop. Liu from Taipei, Meijing Liu from Taipei, looking for a 72.5 kilo. Just letting that clock run down. That extra minute. We've had five people in this flight.
Now loading 72.5 kilograms.
It is going to come down to if Wadari makes that third attempt at 141 for the world record. It's going to come down the third attempt deadlift.
Yeah, that's certainly going to close the gap and put it back in back within reach a little bit.
Yeah. I actually think it puts a little more pressure on Fukushima to make her pulls.
Yeah, Fukushima's going to have to really perform in her deadlifts. She's not going to be able to take the foot off the pedal now.
And the bar is loaded.
And with the lead she had, she was able to come out and do her job, but she makes this 141 world record, then she's certainly going to put her foot back on the gas again.
Yep.
And Mei Zhang Liu for 72.5 kilograms. She's been successful at 65 and 70. The third lift now at 72.5 kilograms. Day one, and we've already seen records fall. We've got a whole week of lifting to go. It'll be fantastic to be watching world records fall all week this week. Very fast lift, 72.5 kilos.
Very easy. All three of her attempts will look very easy.
Clean.
Yep.
2 white lights, that's enough for a good lift. Yeah, she'll walk away happy with that.
Germany with 95 kilograms on the bar.
So Anja Schreiner from Germany, looking at 95 kilograms. Got a PB of 98 kilos.
And the bar is
She had
loaded.
85 and 90 in previous attempts, and none of them looked too difficult at all. Very comfortable under the bar. Couldn't quite get that 95 kilos off the chest. Just lost that tightness at the bottom of the lift. Once you lose that tightness in the bench press, particularly in the equipped, very difficult to regain. Louise Edwards from Russia, looking for a lift of 130 kilograms now. She's gone 115 and 125, very successful. This previous bench press PB is 118 kilos, so this is again a PB for her, 130 kilograms. And looking at her last lift at 125, she certainly knocked that PB out of the park with that one. She's very confident on a bench press. And recently the Russian Open Powerlifting Championship she did a 125, so 130 will certainly be a PB. Got the start command. Good control pulling that bar to the chest. Let's see what the referees say about that one.
Nope.
2 red lights.
2 red lights.
Unfortunately, that's a no lift. So that PB will remain at 125 kilograms for her.
All right.
Fukushima looking for a 135 now.
And the bar is loaded.
So it's important for Fukushima to get this lift, keep that gap where it is.
And this will
if she misses this lift, and Wadari hits the 141, that's going to really close that gap.
It really flips it around. It flips the whole meet around these 2 lifts right now. Even though Fukushima looked to have an insurmountable 17.5 kilo lead going into the bench press change, and that's you know, that's where it gets hard with the Indonesians, that we don't see them often enough. They sometimes disappear for 2 or 3 years. We don't see training videos or no numbers on them. And, you know, this is where it can come up and bite you sometimes. You know, but Fukushima's just got to go 9 for 9, hit her lifts, and not worry about anybody else. You know, she is a multi-time world champion. It's her crown until somebody takes it from her.
Got 135 kilograms. Couldn't get the 135.
Ooh,
just
boy.
Looks like a bit of a shoulder injury. Just got in that awkward position. Just got into that awkward position, and that bar came down too fast, so 135 kilos, no lift.
Wow.
Wadari now with 141 for a world record attempt. With Fukushima missing that 135, if Wadari can lift this 141 world record attempt, that certainly brings that gap a lot closer for her and puts the pressure back on Fukushima in the deadlifts.
You know, I mean, it goes from, if Wadari makes this lift at 141.5 for a new world record, we have swung from a 17.5 kilo lead for Fukushima going into the bench press to a 1 kilo lead for Wadari after subtotal. And
it certainly changes the game, doesn't it?
And she's a better deadlifter than Fukushima. If she makes his, Wadari makes his 141, again, it's going to come down.
This is a game changer.
To last, it's going to come down to third attempts, and we're going to see changes on those third attempts.
This one's a game changer. World record attempt, 141 kilograms. What a fantastic day here in Czechia to see so many world records starting to fall.
Yep.
This shows the growth of powerlifting. 141 kilograms. She's got 18 seconds left on the clock.
I've been to most of the worlds from 2004 up until now. I've missed a number of them in there, but I've seen the sport change tremendously, and the presentation that we're seeing here is phenomenal with the video screens behind, the lighting, everything is amazing.
And she's run out of time. That 1 minute clock ran out of time, no lift.
Wow.
So she took too long to set up. 1 minute clock ran down. She will not get the 141. So again, we're back to Fukushima having a reasonable lead now. Both those lifts for both those ladies were very important, so that clock run down too far.
She just handed Fukushima 6 kilos.
She just handed her a 6 kilogram lead. An extra 6 kilograms.
Yeah, she gave her an extra 6 kilograms, which now puts her 5 kilos in the lead. Wow. And so now they're dead even. Now they're pretty much dead even in the deadlift.
Well, this could be anyone's game for this one. So we move into the 52 kilo class now. Yidu Chow, Chinese Taipei, 62.5 kilograms.
You know, we have 5 lifters in here that are battling for the medals right now. We got Klemenko, Huang, Kumlieva, Solnikova, and Ochoa battling it out for the five spots.
Ochoa at the moment's got a fairly substantial lead.
Yep.
But as we've just seen in the bench press, anything can change that.
Could be very easy because she's the best bencher in the world. The best squatter in the world.
Yidu Chow with a very easy lift at 62.5 kilograms.
So Ochoa is
the
best squatter in the world. Solnikova is the best bencher in the world. Solnikova right now at prognosis projected final is only 1/2 kilo, 0.5 kilos behind Ochoa.
Very close. Louise Edwards from Great Britain looking for a 70 kilo opening lift. She had a tough run on squats there. Should be looking to build up some confidence on the bench press. Just having a quick chat with the spot unloader there, make sure we get the lift off right. Very important, particularly in the quick bench, to get that lift off in the right position. Letting it go too early or too late.
No, definitely not.
Very good opening lift at 70 kilograms. 3 white lights on the board at 70 kilograms. Should we want to go 3 from this after her squats?
5 kilograms for Louise Edwards from Indonesia. The bar is loaded.
Louise Edwards, Indonesia, 75 kilograms.
And this, I want to say, Gary, this brilliant TV coverage has been brought to you by Viva TV. They do an amazing job. Amazing job.
We keep saying that, maybe they'll give us a pay rise.
Yep.
Amazing job from Viva TV.
They just doubled my pay.
Doubled my pay.
Huh?
75 kilograms. 2 white lights, that's enough to put her on the board.
They have increased our daily supply of kibble by 2.
With 92.5 kilograms on the bar. And the bar is loaded.
Tomoko Afrikaner from Japan, 92.5 kilograms. Looking at getting a nice clean opening lift out. Using every bit of that bar. We'll be interested to see what the referees say on this one. Certainly wasn't too heavy for her.
Nope.
2 white lights, that's enough.
And that, that is definitely a borderline lift, so 2 to 1.
Yeah, we have 3. We have
good.
3 referees for a reason.
Yep.
One referee ruled a little bit of a double movement on one side, but the other referees couldn't see that. And Vanessa Mountain from France is our next lifter at 92.5 kilograms.
Yep.
Getting that chest up as high as she can. Good control on the way down. Easy lift. 92.5 kilos, 3 white lights. Made that look very easy.
Now loading 95 kilograms for
Green bagger from Denmark, 95 kilograms. This is just below her PB of 97.5. She's only been competing for 4 years, 31 years of age. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of Trine in the future.
Yeah.
Very controlled lift. Pulling that down low on the chest. Very fast off the chest. Referees are happy with that. 3 white lights, 95 kilograms.
Next is Ochoa from Ecuador with 100 kilograms on the bar.
Vilma Ochoa, Ecuador, 100 kilograms. So just recently broke this world record at 218 kilograms.
All right, so she's
important for her to keep in the game here.
She's the first of the lifters that would be, if we were talking about this in cycling, she's part of the breakaway, right? So she's part of that front group.
Very important for her in these bench presses, just to keep in the game. She's not the strongest bench press here.
She's got to go 3 for 3.
Yeah, so she's really got to keep in touch, make sure she utilizes that gaps that she already has.
She's got to go 3 for 3. I mean, Solnikova is going to be right on her tail.
Yeah, she starts missing lifts here. Very controlled. Couldn't quite steady the bar at the bottom. So it took a long time to get the press call.
See what the referees say here.
Yeah, 3 red lights.
Yep.
Moving at the bottom there. Couldn't quite get that bar steady. If we watch that replay here, we'll see that bar really shaking around. A little bit of a movement off the chest.
Yeah, all 3 of them, I think, called.
But this is important. She needs to be really focused on getting lifts here. If she starts to miss lifts and stays around that 100 kilos, the other girls are going to be able to close that gap very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
The bar is loaded.
So Anna Komleva with 107.5 kilograms now. Very fast off the chest. 3 white lights. You're happy with that? 177.5 for Anna Komleva.
Yeah, and the EPF, she just did a 117.5. So that's well within her capabilities.
Yan Zihyang, Chinese Taipei, looking at for 110 kilograms. So this is where these girls can start closing the gap now.
Again, she's opening it, at least an international PB for her, 110. This is where she's opening.
110 kilograms. Takes that big breath to start call.
Oh, yeah.
Very quick lift,
Awesome.
110 kilograms.
Beautiful. Yeah, she's got a lot left in the tank there.
3 white lights. Very good opening bench. Katharina Connect from Ukraine looking at 115 kilos.
I'm going to make a prediction here.
The bar is loaded.
Katharina barely made it into the meet, right? She missed her first and second attempt squats on depth. Made the third. It was a little bit tough.
Just got in there on the third.
Barely got in there. I'm going to make a prediction now. If she hits this opening attempt bench press, that she will wind up on the medal stand.
Well, she has a PB of 125 kilos,
Yep.
so 115 shouldn't be an overly challenging lift. This gives her an opportunity to start closing the gap now.
Right. So she makes this. I'm saying she's on the
And
medal
if
stand.
Ochoa misses or stays around that 100 kilos, they're pegging that gap down very quickly now.
Yep. Yep.
Excellent lift.
That's a good lift.
All right. Game on now for her right here.
That's it. This is where things start to change now.
Yep. I think she's got her confidence back. Klemenko's generally a very confident
big
lifter.
change.
And so missing those 2 really took a lot out of her. Making that third attempt squat really showed a lot of poise to come back and hit that. Hitting this opening attempt bench has given her even more back.
This is where things change now. So
And I think she can let it
gap
ride.
starting to close.
Yep.
218 kilo squat gave her a very good gap, but that's starting to get closed up now.
Yep.
Natalia Slanakova from Russia looking at 125 kilograms.
Yeah, if Natalia makes this 125 here, there's huge. The weight of the world is on Vilma Ochoa's shoulders at that point.
Vilma's all going to start to really work in this bench press.
Yeah.
She's going to really have to work hard at the deadlift.
Because Solnikova has such a big bench press, Vilma needed to really go 3 for 3 in the bench press here and just take small bites, like 105 and then go 107.5. It really cost her a little bit. Solnikova now can.
This 125 can really close it up.
Yep.
Very easy lift.
It's firmly in her hands now.
That's 3 white lights. That puts her on the board.
Yeah.
This changes the game a lot. And Ochoa had a very, very big lead coming out of the squats. Just handed that over now.
Within 2 lifts, it just changed like that. There's a major swing. That's why, again, we keep repeating it over and over again. Gary and I keep repeating
it. Numbers on the board.
You got to make attempts. The biggest number doesn't win. It's making attempts. People that go 8 for 9, 9 for 9 tend to win these meets.
Yi Ju Chao, Chinese Taipei, looking at 67.5 kilograms. A good success, 62.5. Very easy lift.
Wow.
Very easy lift for her, 67.5 kilograms. Very good lift.
Next is Louise Edwards from Great Britain with 75 kilograms on the bar.
Louise Edwards from Great Britain, 75 kilograms. 70 kilograms certainly wasn't a problem for her.
Not at all.
She's getting her confidence back after the squats now.
And she, historically has had some problems with her squats sometimes. So, she's back on board. She feels good. See how confident she is coming out, telling the handoff man where she wants
she's
it.
Certainly not your traditional build for a 52-kilo lifter, female lifter. Very tall. You see a lot of our 52-kilo female lifters are a lot shorter than Louise. She's a lot further to push that bar in the bench press. Just couldn't quite get the speed off the chest there to push through that sticking point. So 75 kilos not going to happen, so she's going to have to take a third attempt at that. Louise Edwards from Indonesia, 82.5 kilograms.
From Indonesia, and the bar is loaded.
Looking at 82.5 kilograms, successful at 75 kilos on her opening lift. So she jumped the press call there, did not wait for the press call. Remember, in the bench press, there has to be a start and a press call and a rack call. So as easy as that lift was, she didn't wait for that press call, so that's a no lift. Tomoko Afrikaner from Japan at 97.5 kilograms. Sometimes you get out on that bench press, the excitement takes over. You feel how good that bench feels, and you tend to jump the gun on the press call. Tomoko from Japan, 97.5 kilograms. Looked like a solid lift. Let's see what the referees have to say.
Three white lights.
Very happy with that. 97.5 kilograms.
The weight stays for Vanessa Mountain.
You know, I think, Gary, that the rule changes have made the bench press a lot easier for the lifters and for the officials.
It certainly has.
Basically now, if you're able to get it up fairly cleanly, it's going to be a good
I think
lift.
they made some good rule changes.
Yeah.
Vanessa Mountain from France also at 97.5 kilos. And so remember, under the current rules, the bar doesn't have to come up evenly anymore as long as it doesn't drop down.
And does not have to lock out evenly. You can lock out one hand,
then the other.
Lock out the other hand. So, and the feet can slide all over the floor as long as they don't pick up.
Makes it a little better for the lifter, but it also makes it much easier to rule on.
I honestly, oh wow, nice and even.
Very clean, 97.5 kilograms, 3 white lights.
When I first became an international referee, I absolutely detested refereeing the bench press because it was so difficult. There were so many
I
things
think
to
from a
look
referee's
for.
perspective, it's probably one of the hardest to referee.
Yeah, it was.
It's so subjective.
It was. And now, to me, honestly, it's the easiest.
Trine from Denmark, 100 kilograms.
They've limited, the rule change has limited what we have to pay attention to.
I think it's made it a lot better to rule on for referees and a lot better to understand for the athlete as well, I think.
Oh, 100%. It's not a nuanced lift anymore. It's basically take the bar down, press command, push up, rack.
Exactly.
Good lift.
That makes it better for the athlete too then.
Yep.
Very easy lift at 100 kilograms. Referees are happy with 3 white lights. Greenbagger making 100 kilograms look very easy.
She looked at the coach like, wow, that was easy. Like, what?
It certainly caught her off guard.
All right, now this
is a very, very important lift.
This is important.
100 kilograms. So she missed this on her first attempt. If she missed this on her second attempt, it's really going to open that door up. Very important lift for her. Good control. Good
there you
speed.
go.
Much better lift
there
on
you
this
go.
one.
And that's what you'll see in a quick bench. Sometimes you'll get smoked on a lift.
It
doesn't even look close. You adjust the suit a little bit, adjust the shirt.
Tighter.
Yeah. She looks good there.
A little tighter around the chest. The whole lift is a lot tighter on that one.
Right. Now we'll see what happens. So Nikova right now, based on that opener, looks good enough for a world record attempt today.
Anna Kamleva now.
We'll see what happens there, but Kamleva's up at 112 and a half.
See another world record attempt.
Yeah.
Anna Kamleva from Russia, 112.5 kilograms. Trying to chip away at that gap. And again, not taking big jumps or anything ridiculous, just chipping away slowly.
Wow, nice and
Very
solid.
Good lift. 2 white lights, that's enough. That's a good lift at 112.5 kilos. Yenzu Yang from Chinese Taipei, 115 kilograms.
And this is already going to be a PB in international competition for her. She tied it on her opener. This will move her PB up by 5 kilos.
Easy lift.
And there you go.
115 kilograms, made that look very easy. 3 white lights.
That's a good lift.
Easy 115 for her. That puts her now in the bronze medal position.
Katharina Connect now from Ukraine, looking at 120 kilograms.
And the bar is loaded.
I think this is where Klemenko starts to make a little bit of a move here.
Starts to creep forward now.
Yep. See what she can do here.
Yeah, if she can clean up the 120, that's going to bring her confidence back up her squats. And she's going to be ready to make a move in the deadlifts. This is an important lift for Katharina. Just keeps her in contention for medals. It also brings back that confidence and that knowing that she can achieve this. Very quick lift, 120 kilograms. What did the referee say about that?
Now she's done
2 white lights, that's enough.
She's done 125 at in Luxembourg in 2015. So based on that, I think she's definitely good for that.
Well, I think she's definitely in contention for the medals.
Yeah, and that puts her. She goes 3 for 3 in the bench. Then she can start to play around a little bit in the deadlift and put some pressure on Wang and Komlieva and kind of move herself into the bronze medal position.
Natalia Selnikova looking at 130 kilograms.
Natalia Selnikova from Russia.
130 kilograms, weighing in at 51.3.
This will significantly push her lead up in subtotal.
Yeah, this lift could make a big difference to the end result here. 130 kilograms. Very quick.
Wow.
Lift.
Yep.
Very quick.
Yeah.
3 white lights. 130 kilograms.
Now with her becomes the question: Do you go world record attempt?
Yeah, it's certainly going to be playing on her mind, isn't it?
You know, do you go 38? Do you go 35 and be sure and get another 5 kilos and really put the pressure on Vilma Ochoa?
Yeah, it's certainly going to be some questions. The coach is going to certainly be out there looking at the numbers,
Or-
making some decisions.
Right, or do you go 38? Does he know something we don't know? I would hope. He's the coach.
I hope he knows something we don't
Yeah.
know.
But again, you know, is she going to put in 138 and go for the world record, or a 135? 135. There we go. All right. So
135.
what they've chosen, and it's the smart choice. Again, the gold medal is more important than the world record. It's to put the pressure on Vilma. That extra 5 kilos, even if she makes her third attempt, Solnikova has taken that 5 kilos back.
Yiju Chow with a nice, easy 70 kilos there.
There you go.
3 white lights, 3
Beautiful.
from 3. She'll be happy with that. 3 from 3 on bench. Louise Edwards, Great Britain, 75 kilograms. So she missed this on a second attempt. Important for her confidence following her squats to be able to get this lift now.
Oh, yeah.
And the bar is loaded.
Yeah, she makes this third. She's going to have a lot. She's going to feel a lot better hanging in the deadlift. She misses this one. It gets a little
very
tougher.
Hard to get out of that slump.
Gets a little tougher. Yeah.
Looks confident through the descent. Much quicker off the chest there.
There you go. All right.
Very good. Much
Okay.
quicker off the chest.
All right.
Able to push through that sticking point.
She is
3
happy.
white lights.
She is very happy. She hops off.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's got it. It's amazing. From a minute, you know, within 10 minutes, you can go from the depths of the Marianas Trench to the heights of Everest.
Yeah, I mean, that's in powerlifting. I mean, it flows from one side to the other so quickly.
Wow. It's hard. You really have to control your emotions in this sport more than almost any other sport I've ever been involved in, because it can change from moment to moment where you are.
Muscatica with 82.5 kilograms. The moment you step under that bar and doubt yourself, is the second you're not going to make that lift. Very easy, 82.5 kilograms. Referees are happy with that. 3 white lights.
Oh yeah, look good. It's an easy lift. Easy lift. It almost makes you again wonder why she missed that second attempt there. All right.
Vanessa Mountain, France, 100 kilograms. 92.5, 97.5 now for the 100 kilograms. But those top 5 are very close in numbers now. They're Clearly a top 1 and 2 there, and then 3, 4, and 5 are really going to battle it out for third place.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And
grinding through, couldn't quite push through the sticking point.
Just a little too much
Just
today.
couldn't quite push through.
Couldn't do it. Yep.
Gonna have to settle for 97.5 today. That three bagger looking for 102.5. She made that 100 kilos look fairly easy.
And the bar is loaded.
Dream bagger, 102.5 kilograms. Very fast off the chest. Made
Wow,
it look very
beautiful
easy.
attempt. Let's see what the referees say here. Oh,
Very,
there you go.
Very much looking forward to seeing her lift in the next few years. I think she'll be challenging for some world records in the next few years.
Trina's got a future. I mean, she's only
Absolutely.
been
She's
at
only
this
been
level
doing
for a couple of years
now.
Yeah.
Already making national championships. Tomoko Afrikaner from Japan, 102.5 kilograms. Been consistent through the bench, 92.5, 97.5. Now looking for 102.5.
And again, 5 kilo jump. 5 kilo jump, very symmetrical. You'll see that more in the bench press than you do in either the squat or the deadlift.
Yeah, but technically for the female lifters, large jumps in bench press are very difficult to achieve.
Wow.
I'll be interested to see what the referees say for this one.
Let's see it.
3 red lights.
There you go.
No lift.
Next is Vanessa from Ecuador with 100.
All right, here we go.
105 kilograms. She really needs to get this one to keep her in the game.
The bar is loaded.
She misses this lift, it just opens up that door, doesn't it?
You know, if she misses this 105 and Solnikova makes her 135, it's almost like, I hate to say that, it's almost like getting hit by a safe in a cartoon. You know, it's that big a swing that it's going to be hard to deal with. Even though Ochoa is a better deadlifter, it's just
hard to make that back.
Mentally, it's just hard to go 1 for 3 and then come back and make that. So that's why this is a huge, huge third attempt.
Well, she's got it up. Let's see what the referees say.
She left it in the hands of the referees. Let's see what they say.
3 red lights.
No.
Couldn't get that 105, so that's opened the door at 135 for Solnikova. Okay. This is going to give Solnikova the opportunity to really make a difference here. So Anna Komleva from Russia, 115 kilos.
Now, all 3 of these next lifters, Komleva, Huang, and Klemenko, need to make these lifts. Whoever makes this third attempt coming up probably has a good chance of being on the medal stand.
Oh, absolutely. These are the changes now. So Anna Komleva from Russia, 115 kilograms.
I mean, this is where the rubber meets the road and everything comes together. The years of training, the whole year spent trying to be here.
She's going to find it hard to get a call from the ref on that one.
Wow. Let's see. Didn't look good, but there you go.
2 white lights.
2 to 1. All right. So, you know, it's a rough lift, and that's where it's changed. That 5 years ago or so, that would have not been a good lift. Today,
the difference between a bar dropping and coming up uneven.
Yep. It would not have been a good lift 5 years ago, and that's what I'm saying. We're both saying, you and I, Gary, that it's easier to adjudicate, and it's also easier for the athletes.
Oh, it's a big change. Big change for the sport, which is very good for it. 117.5 kilos for Yan Zhu Hung, Chinese Taipei. So 117.5 kilos. gets this lift. It keeps her in contention for that third place.
This will put her into bronze medal position by body weight at this point.
Let's see what the referees have to say about that. 3 red lights.
Wow.
Raising to 125 kilograms for
Katharina Connect from the Ukraine now, looking at 125 kilograms. So she can get this lift. This puts her up into third place, I think.
Remember who we said that is going to wind up on that medal stand?
Got such a bad start.
Clemenko. She is definitely
such a rough start with the squats.
Yep.
And it's certainly making a comeback here on the bench press.
Very experienced lifter, very mentally tough. Listens to the coach. They put the numbers on. She hits it. She makes this bench. She is now in control of that bronze medal.
Yeah, and all credit for Katharina's coach as well. After that rough start with squats, getting it back on pace again, getting it back in the mindset to get it there and do her job. You know, it's not easy to keep their head in the right space for an athlete. Good control. Good speed. Locks both sides.
See what the referees say here?
3 red lights, unfortunately.
Must have been her.
Must have been.
Rear end must have been up.
Let's have a look at the replay here. Yes, so we've got a lift of the. Yeah.
There you go.
Butt comes off the bench there. That's unfortunate for her.
No, she could have been in control there.
She's certainly still in contention.
Oh, she definitely is.
Makova, looking at 135 kilograms. So this is 2.5 kilos less than her bench press personal best. So 135 kilo bench. This brings her back into the lead for a subtotal. Yep. So a big turnaround from the start with squats. And Vilma having a good lead after squats. Pulling that back through bench is a tough task for anyone. She's pulled that back and stormed out ahead now. Couldn't quite get the 135.
Oh. All right, Vilma's got new life here.
All right, now that opens up the door for Vilma now as well.
Wow.
She's still in contention for a medal in the deadlifts.
It changes everything here. You know, Vilma now, it's a lot tighter in the deadlift. Tomoko could have opened up a little bit of a lead.
All of a sudden, we've got a game again.
And forced Vilma to make a choice that she didn't want to make, third attempt deadlift. But now she kind of handed it back. Vilma and Tomoko are fighting it out. And then the three, Kovleva, Huang, and Clemenko are fighting it out for the bronze medal. It's going to be an interesting battle coming here in the deadlifts.
Well, we'll get set up for the deadlifts. Don't go anywhere. Come back in 10 minutes' time to watch them fight out for that gold medal in those bronze positions. Welcome back to the World IPF Open Powerlifting Championships 2017. We're right here in Pilsen. Check out, looking at a very tight battle in the 47s and the 52 kilo women's coming right down to the deadlifts for those top 3 places. I'm just about to get started from the deadlift in 5 seconds with the Hi-Yah from Germany looking at 110 kilo deadlift. She's got a PB of 122.5. Looking at opening at 110 kilograms. This should be a nice easy opener for her.
From Germany with 110 kilograms on the bar.
Remember, this is a short flight, so at the end of the 5 list we'll have a 1 minute extra time added. Very tough turnaround in a short flight like this.
And the bar is loaded.
Not much time to rest. 110 kilos for Anya Schreiner from Germany. You see she's got her belt round backwards. That's to give her that little bit of extra breathing space as she bends down to pick up that bar. Very easy opening lift for her. Let's see what the referees say. 3 white lights.
Awesome. Easy opener.
Next is
Meijian Liu from Taipei, 140 kilograms. So she's got a PB of 155, so this shouldn't be too much of a challenge for an opening lift for her. She's only been competing for 2 years though, so good for her to get this experience. 2 years competing and already hitting the world stage.
The bar is loaded.
The bar's loaded for Mei Yang from Taipei, 140 kilograms. Tough little battle in this 47 kilo class for first and second there. Good opening lift, 140 kilograms, 3 white lights.
That's a good lift.
That's a very easy opening attempt for you there.
The next is 142.5 kilograms for Igor Sidikova from Russia.
Agil Sidikova from Russia, 142.5 kilograms.
And the bar is loaded.
So should be looking at chipping away that gap at second place there. Here's subtotal there at 432.5. Very easy opening lift for her. 142.5 kilograms. I'm going to keep her in touch with those top 2.
Almost perfect form on that too, Gary. The bar just went straight up and down, didn't go back, didn't go forward.
For Fukushima from Japan. The bar is loaded.
All right, the bar's loaded. Fukushima from Japan, 150 kilograms. Take a time, get that focus. Gets that chest up, stands it straight up.
Nice and easy for her.
3 white lights.
There you go.
150 kilograms.
Next in time is for With
Ladera from Indonesia, 160 kilograms.
So it looks like that right elbow that Fukushima tweaked a little bit is not
certainly doesn't seem to be bothering her deadlift at all.
No.
The bar is loaded.
Just got herself into a little bit of an awkward position on the bench press on her last attempt. It certainly isn't bothering her now.
No, not at all.
Making 160 kilos look very easy there. And puts it down gently. 3 white lights at 160 kilograms.
Solidly in silver medal position right there.
Yeah, so we've got the top 3 positions there, 470, 455, 440.
Be interesting to see what Wadari does for her second attempt, and certainly her third, but it looks so easy. I almost think that attempt is in there to kind of solidify her hold on silver.
Yeah, it's hard to know what she can pull out of the bag at this point. She might have enough in the tank to actually peg down that first place position.
I mean, if Fukushima doesn't make 3 and Wadari does, there's a chance that she could win that gold medal. You know,
but top 3, depending on those lifts, are certainly up for grabs at the moment.
But she's got to balance her hierarchy of needs and figure out what's most important to her, because Wadari trying to take out Fukushima may let Sidakova come up and take the silver medal from her.
Yes, there's certainly that opportunity for anyone to move those places around now.
Loading 120 kilograms as a second attempt for Anya Schreiner from Germany.
Alright, so if you're watching this live at home, don't forget there's a button on the bottom of the YouTube screen there that can actually take you to a separate scoreboard as well. So you can keep an eye on those scores and see what we're seeing as well. So Anya Schreiner looking at 120 kilos. And click that link on the scoreboard, you can see these battles taking place. Lift. A little bit uncomfortable there at the very start, came forward a little bit, but she pulled that back in.
That's a good lift.
3 white lights.
The next is Nagios from Russia.
And Cova from Russia, 150 kilograms.
See, Wadari put in 167.5. If Fukushima misses, Wadari now kind of takes control of this thing a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly gives her the opportunity to take that gold medal back again.
It can swing. You know, this is just like the 52 kilo class. After the squats, it looked like you had 2 people solidly in front, and it changes very quickly.
Yeah, it's swung right around now. So Sidakova from Russia at 150 kilograms. She's firmly sitting in the bronze medal at the moment.
Yeah, she cannot. She's already got a good attempt on the board.
Ooh, looks a little bit rough halfway up. Let's see what the referees say.
It's hard to tell from where we're sitting. There
2
you go,
white
2 to
lights,
1.
that's enough to put it on the board.
Okay. All right, so...
The weight stage for Meixian Liu from Taipei, and the bar is loaded.
Meixian Liu from Taipei, 150 kilograms.
I think pretty much Sidakova is there in the bronze medal position right now. I think Wadari is. I don't think she has a good shot at Wadari.
It's unlikely. I mean, if Wadari misses the next 2 lifts, then there's certainly an opportunity there. But 167.5 should be a fairly comfortable lift for Wadari.
Yep.
Meixian at 150 kilos. Unfortunately, couldn't shift that one off the ground. That's no lift for Mei Ying there, 150 kilograms.
The next is Yukako
Fukushima from Japan, 160 kilograms. So this is an important lift for her. And she needs to get this lift to stay in that gold medal position.
The bar is loaded.
I mean, her personal best in this is 173 that she just hit this year.
So 160 shouldn't be too much of a challenge for a second
No.
lift. Should be quite confident with this.
She hit this at the Japanese Masters this year.
Focus and concentration. Getting that mindset in the right space. Going over the lift. 15 seconds left on the clock. She has to start the lift before time runs out. It was a tough lift, but she grinded through.
It's pretty tough right there. She's at
Waiting for the referee's decision on that
should
one.
be 3 whites, I would think.
White, 3 whites.
White. All right, so she's at 170 now. Sorry,
470.
470.
So that keeps her in that gold medal position now. Ladera looking at the 167.5.
You know, and now the pressure is on. The pressure is on Wadari now to make this 167.5 that she called for.
Yeah, if she makes this 167.5, it keeps her in contention, keeps her with the possibility of chasing it down that third lift. If she misses this 167, that opens the door right up for Fukushima to take away with that gold medal.
And I think, I don't know if they've put in their third attempt yet for Fukushima, but I think they're waiting as long as
wait as long as they can.
as possible to see if Wadari makes this. All right. So
She
now,
certainly made that easily.
whatever they were going to call, they're now going to put in.
167.5.
That's a good lift.
Very easy for Wadari. We'll add that extra minute on now.
Now we have a 1 minute break.
I'm just waiting for these updates to see what Fukushima or Wadari are going for their third attempts. You can see Stidakova is looking at 157.5. And interestingly, Lou from Taipei is also putting 157.5 as well after missing 150. Got 30 seconds left on that clock before we start the next lift. And Park Hotel here have provided a fantastic venue for this event. Might be cold outside, but it's certainly warm in here, and with all this lifting, it's certainly heating up.
It is absolutely beautiful in here. It's a great venue. The meet promoters have done an outstanding job. The presentation on the stage, the spotters and loaders are doing a great job.
Consistent refereeing throughout, great sponsors.
Yep. Viva TV is bringing you these live pictures here and allowing the two of us to babble on for hours at a time.
You get to come to Czechia and babble on for a week.
Yeah.
Anya Schreiner from Germany looking at 132.5 kilograms.
And again, what we're doing here, there's a minute extra compensation time given if there's fewer than 6 athletes in an individual flight, in an individual group. You add 1 minute up to 3 total minutes. So
and even with that extra minute added on, that's a very, very short flight. It's a short turnaround for these lifters.
And normally, if you have a good chief referee and good spotters and loaders, they are a little more deliberate with their loading.
Yeah, you'll notice sometimes on these ones they're actually loading the plates after the minute break.
Yep.
Give them that little bit of extra time before they start the round.
They give everybody a little bit more time. Now you have 12 or 13 lifters, they tend to load a lot faster. And the lifters appreciate it too.
And your Shriner, 132.5, wow. Couldn't get that off the ground.
No.
Disappointing way to finish that round, but some good lifts from her.
Next is
Cova from Russia, 157.5 kilograms.
On the bar.
So this is a PB for her.
Yep.
She's got a PB of 152.5 kilograms. And the 150 came up very easily for her, 157.5 now. She's solidly in that bronze position. She's got that secured.
The bar is loaded.
This will give her a total of 447.5.
And this is your bronze medalist right here.
That is bronze medalist right now. Finishing off her deadlifts for the bronze medal. 157.5 kilograms. And lifting is just a personal best for her. It doesn't change the result for her. Lifts that chest up. Can she lock this? Straightens out. Cannot quite hang on to it at the top. A fantastic effort though. Bronze place.
Now Wadari put in 177.5 for a third. Fukushima's got 165 in. Right now, if they both make those lifts, Fukushima wins by 2.5 kilos. So we're going to see changes based on
play happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see these swap and change a little bit, so depending on what everyone puts in.
Based on what Fukushima does, Wadari will change.
We got Mei Zhenglu from Taipei. Look at 157.5. She couldn't lift the 150 lift just before. She's opted for 157.5.
What's the world record right now in the 47 deadlift?
World record is 186 kilograms.
Okay, all right. So then she's not, Wadari, I don't think she's going to pull that number.
Disappointing. Couldn't quite get the 157.5.
See.
Certainly got up to a good start off the floor, but just couldn't complete that lift.
Yep. All right.
Fukushima looking at 165 kilograms.
Now she makes this. She forces Wadari to change her third
She's
attempt.
just changed the lift to 162.5 now.
She's dropped. All right.
Dropped it to 162.5.
Now she locks Wadari now. If she makes this, then Wadari, because Fukushima is the lighter lifter, Wadari must go up.
Yeah,
Must go to 180.
Isn't going to be enough to take
No.
the gold medal off her. She's going to have to go 180.
180.
So Fukushima's dropped to 162.5. So this shouldn't, Fukushima shouldn't have too much trouble with 162.5.
Wadari has to pull, if Fukushima makes this, and obviously it's only a 2.5 kilo jump, and this is strategy, not based on strength and trying to lift the most. She's trying to push Wadari into a mistake. She makes this 162.5, which should be easy for her. Wadari's forced to almost pull a world record to take the gold medal.
Absolutely. Okay, here comes Fukushima. She's got 50 seconds left on the clock. She's going to take her time with this one. Well, 160 was a bit of a grind, but certainly 162.5 is quite within reach.
Yep. I would put money on her, though. If she breaks it off the floor, I think she's going to get
If she
this.
can break this off the floor, 162.5, she's got the certainly got the willpower to pull this all the way. Still got 15 seconds on the clock.
And she's done way more than this in competition.
Very quick lift.
Right.
That looks far better than a 160.
Now realize.
So Wadari now has a decision to make.
She's got to go. All right, change to 180. Change to 180.
And the option she has.
Take the gold medal. Now Fukushima pulled 10 kilos less than what she's pulled this year. Okay, so again, it's about She wants to push Wadari, who does not have as much experience on the international stage,
So
to
moving
make a
from
mistake.
167.5 to 180 is a very big jump for Wadari.
Yep, huge.
And remember the 167.5, although it didn't look overly difficult, 180 is a very large jump.
She took a 7.5 kilo jump from 160 to 167.5. Now a 12.5 kilo jump, almost double.
That's a big jump. So this will be very interesting to see how she goes with this lift.
And it's only a few
Now, if
kilos.
she pulls this lift though, that puts her. This is the gold medal lift now.
This is for the gold medal. Nearly a world record she has to pull for this.
180 kilos for the gold medal. If she misses this, Fukushima takes the gold. She's got this, 180 kilograms. Let's see what the referees say.
There you
Three
go.
white lights, there's
Gold
the gold
medal.
medal, 180
Gold medal.
kilos. What a turnaround and what a battle.
That was a heck of a battle there. You know, it looked like Wadari was in the weeds coming out of the squat a little bit. She hadn't.
Fukushima had a good lead right from the start. Gave that up early on. And Wadari pegged her down.
You know, they were dead even in the bench presses.
Just chipped away and chipped away.
She made that up in the deadlift.
And moving on to the 52 kilo class now. Yeah, a little battle in the 52 kilo class as well. And a battle there for first and second, and certainly a battle for third as well. So Tomoko Afrikaner from Japan looking to open 132.5 kilograms.
I would like to remind the lifters that after each deadlift, there is going to be a victory ceremony.
132.5 kilograms. Oh, very easy opening lift. And puts that down nice and gently just to show how much control she has.
That's a good
132.5 kilos, 3 white lights.
Next is Louise Edwards.
Louise Edwards from Great Britain. 135 kilograms.
You know, it may very well take a world record pull by Solnikova to win the gold medal here. It's going to be a fight between Solnikova and Ochoa for gold and silver, and then we've got 3 fighting it out for the bronze. Komleva, Huang, and Klemenko. Whoever blinks in that group is going to fall off the medal stand.
And a fantastic lift there from Louise to open up at 135 kilograms.
It's a good lift.
Very good lift.
Loading.
She'll be happy with that start.
52.5 kilograms for Vanessa Mountain from France.
Solnikova should be our next lifter.
The bar is loading.
Here we go, 135 kilograms. Okay, Vanessa Mountain, 152.5 kilograms from France. Very smooth opening lift.
Beautiful. Beautiful job there.
It's a good lift. Next is Anna Komleva from Russia with 160 kilograms.
Anna Komleva, Russia, 160 kilograms.
Her best in this class is 175. So
this should be a good, easy
Bar
opening
is
for
loaded.
her.
now she set that PB 4 years ago at EPFs. So
It's hard to say what she's been doing lift-wise in the meantime.
don't know.
That was certainly an easy opening lift
Beautiful.
for 160 kilograms.
Beautiful.
3 white lights.
That's a good lift. Next, loading 160.
And folks at home, I don't want you to think that, Gary and I, we're smart, handsome, wonderful men, but we're not pulling these numbers out of our heads.
So can you just say handsome one more time?
Handsome. But we use allpowerlifting.com is where we get all that, and they have tons of beautiful stats, and that's where we pull all these stats up. You have everybody's career in there. You can go over everything. That's allpowerlifting.com. Say hi out there to my friend Petro Pete, who does the site, who I've been using this site for years, commentating these, and finally met him at our Classic Championship in USA.
Natalia Selmakova, Russia, 162.5 kilograms.
Conservative opener here for her. There you go.
Very easy lift.
That's a good lift.
And the reason that I say that that's a conservative opener is she has pulled 190 before. So, you know, opening at 62.5 when you can pull 190 is a conservative.
Yeah, look, it's a smart way to move.
Yeah.
Yanzu Hang from Taipei, 165 kilograms.
She, at this point, is just going to chip away at Vilma Ochoa and make her make a mistake.
Yeah, we'll play this all the way out to the third lift.
You know, again, this is not about ego.
Out there watching each lift, watching the numbers from each other lifter, making some decisions, chipping away, and let this come down to the third lift.
This is not about ego. This was about strategy at this point and putting up just enough of a number to win the gold medal.
Very nice clean lift, 165 kilograms.
There you go.
I mean, that's the thing with powerlifting. Egos can get in the way of winning.
I've seen some of the lifters that I thought would be all-time great lifters, Gary, and they just don't become that because they let their egos get in the way. And instead of lifting within themselves and building and getting stronger and better and
that
a more
5-year
complete
plan,
lifter,
take that time, chipping away each competition.
They flame out. They can't handle the competition. Every year at the Open Championships, I see a lifter that is definitely the strongest lifter on that platform that doesn't even medal because they let their egos get the best of them, either in training or on the platform or both. Wow.
Not quite pulled it off the floor.
Wow.
No lift. Next is Vargas Vilma Ochoa from Ecuador.
Vargas normally 170 kilograms. So Klemenko missed that first opening lift at 167.5. It's going to make it a little bit harder for her now.
The bar is loaded.
170 kilos for Vilma. Very good.
There you go. Perfect. Let's see where she goes to in the second attempt.
It's a good lift.
3 white lights.
Next is Yu Cho from Taipei.
Yu Cho from Taipei, 172.5 kilograms.
The bar is loaded.
This is a long way from a PB of 195 kilograms. The total PB is 452, so she's sitting well off her best.
Yeah, she definitely, you know, she's definitely going to look to win a medal, possibly the gold here in the deadlift.
172.5 kilograms. Stands up nicely.
Good
3
strong.
white lights, 172.5 kilos. She's going to be looking at pegging down those girls for this gold medal in the deadlift, I think.
Right. So,
Katrin Bagger, Denmark, 175 kilograms.
So Chow, Katharina Bagger, and Kartika Neither of them are in the running for a medal, so they're going to be trying to battle it out for the gold medal in the,
yeah, they're going to be looking
deadlift.
at doing everything they can to get the gold medal here in the deadlift as well.
Yeah, and so Cova and Ochoa are doing what they need to do to try to win the gold medal.
So Trinberger here is opening at 175 kilos. Her PB is 177.5. So this is, depending on how her training's been going, this might be a tough opening lift for her. Getting in that deep breath. Stands that straight up.
There you go. There you go.
175 kilograms. We might see some big lift from her for a third.
Oh, yeah.
Three white lights.
And for Imas Kartika from Indonesia.
Imas Kartika, Indonesia, 175
The bar is
kilograms.
loaded.
Taking her time, making sure she's in control. Stands that up very easily.
Wow.
175
Very easy.
kilograms.
Very
Three
easy.
white lights.
Next is Louise Edwards from Great Britain.
Louise Edwards, Great Britain, in the second attempt, 142.5 kilograms.
So we have 16 athletes and only one missed opening attempt. Very good.
It's a good outcome for deadlifts.
Yep.
And Klemenko will hit back at the 167.5. Has that missed lift from Klemenko put her out of the running for a podium finish? Here comes Louise Edwards, 142.5 kilograms, all the way from Great Britain. Got her confidence back on the bench press. Looked good in that first deadlift. Stands that up with ease. Three white lights.
Lift is good.
Second lift. Next is Tomoko Afrikaner from Japan with the same weight. The bar is loaded.
142.5 kilograms for Akagawa from Japan. Locks that out confidently, puts that down gently. Just demonstrating how much more she's got there.
Beautiful.
Three white lights.
Beautiful.
Next is
Vanessa Mountain from France, looking at 157.5 kilograms.
French lifter Vanessa Mountain. And the bar is loaded.
157.5 kilograms, weighing in at 51.4. Solid grip on that bar, stands that up with ease. 157.5, three white lights.
That's a good lift. Now loading 167.5 kilograms.
Anna Komleva from Russia, 167.5 kilograms. Should be wanting to get a solid lift on this
Bar is
one.
loaded.
This keeps her in contention here. And she stands it up.
Wow.
Referees, 2 white lights. That's enough. That's a good lift. All right, Katharina Connect from Ukraine, 167.5. It's a very important lift. As that missed lift earlier on, put her out of contention now, or can she fight her way back?
It's a tough one to get back under the medal stand right here.
Yeah, going to sit down 167.5 again, so she's not able to make that jump that she would have done if she'd hit that first lift.
And she's not vaulting over one lifter, she's vaulting over both Wong and Kamleva. Becomes a little more difficult.
Very tough to put herself on that podium now.
It's just not.
Can she lock this? Stands it up. She looks confident. 2 white lights.
Wow, that was...
Back on the board. That's a tough lift. She hasn't got a lot of places to go from there.
Honestly, I don't know what place she has to go from there, because that was a
167 looked like an absolute
very
1RM.
tough lift.
I don't know if she's got that 170 in her or not, but we'll have to wait and see.
You know, and Gary, unlike the squat and the bench press, there's really not a lot of adaptation you can make in the gear on the deadlift to help get a little more.
Not to that extent. And Natalia Cova from Russia, 170 kilograms.
I mean,
So we'll put her in a 502 total if she gets this.
Equipment just does not help you as much in the deadlift as it does in the squat and the bench.
Yeah, there's certainly not a whole lot of adjustments they can make.
Slide the legs up a little bit.
That certainly looked like an absolute 1RM there.
Yeah, it really did.
We'll see what she's got left in the tank. Natalia Cova, looking at 170 kilograms. So her opening lift at 162.5 looked fairly easy. Stands that up. Referees are happy with 3 white lights.
Very good.
Next is Yensu Wang from Taipei with
So Yensu Yang, Taipei,
172.5
kilograms.
Bar is loaded.
She's 25 years of age. Still quite young for powerlifting.
Wow.
Very nice lift.
Very compact in her.
Referees are very happy with that. 3 white lights.
Doesn't have to move the bar very much.
Reduce that range of motion right down. Treen back out looking at 180 kilograms. She's going to be looking at trying to secure herself a medal here in the deadlift. Greenbagger, very promising career. Stands that up. Looks confident.
Very
3
good.
white lights.
Very good.
Next is Ochoa from Ecuador with the same weight.
Vargas Filma, 180 kilograms.
The bar is loaded.
She's looking at holding on to that 2nd place right now.
She needs to make this right now. Tomoko put in 172.5, which was only a 2.5 kilo jump. At this point, it's still, even if Vilma makes this, it forces her to make a big decision and go for a world record to beat her.
Referees are happy with that. 3 white lights.
Raising to 185 kilograms for
Yu Chao from Chinese Taipei, 185 kilograms.
So what did we say the world record is again?
World record here for this is 195 kilograms.
95, okay. Yeah, we're not close to that right now. We're not going to be, probably.
Still waiting for Vilma to put in that third attempt. Bars loaded at 185 kilograms for Yu Chao, Chinese Taipei.
Vilma put in 187.5, which, if Cova makes her lift, would win the gold medal for her by 0.5 or 1/2 kilos.
It's going to come right down to that third lift.
Yep.
Taking your time, getting that focus.
Beautiful.
Very nicely done. 3 white lights.
The weight stays for
Imas Katika from Indonesia, 185 kilograms.
185 kilograms.
This will take her total for 442.5.
And there you go.
That's a good lift.
3 white lights.
Now moving.
Move into our third attempts now.
47.5 kilograms. Third attempt.
So Tomoko Afrikaner from Japan, 147.5 kilograms for her third and final lift for today. Let's see this first and second battle unfold here. First day of the full week event. It's already been fantastic, already seeing some battles, already seeing world records.
The bar is loaded.
Powerlifting does not get any better than this. And we've only just started.
Third attempts, and after this category, there will be the victory ceremony.
147.5 for Tomoko. Working on that lockout. Puts that down gently, 147.5. 3 white lights.
Next is
Vanessa Mountain from France, looking at 162.5 kilograms. Spotters and loaders doing a fantastic job today. It's a tough job out there, load all that weight all day. You're doing a fantastic job.
The bar is loaded.
Bar is loaded at 162.5 kilos for Vanessa Mountain. That out of the top. Let's see what the referees say. She looks happy. 3
Beautiful.
white lights.
There we go.
Very happy with that lift.
172.5 kilograms for.
Now we're coming into the meat of the action here.
Natalia Salnikova from Russia, looking at 172.5 kilos. Needs to get this lift.
So these last attempts that are coming up determine placing on for total and also placing for deadlift. So these are all very important. There's not one of these that doesn't matter.
Natalia really needs to get this lift to 172.5. Yep. This will give her a total of 505, which then forces Vilma then to have to hit that 187.5
right
to get the gold medal off her.
Correct.
So we're talking there's only half a kilo in this.
Yeah, Vilma Ochoa is a half a kilo heavier, so she has to pull.
To get that 187.5.
She has to pull half a kilo more. That's for that world record squat. That half a kilo she picked up on the 218 matters here for her. Otherwise, she'd have to pull 507.5.
Natalia stands it up easily, okay. 172.5. 3 white lights.
Now she knows that she could make that 172 because that 170 was easy for her. 2.5 kilos does not add much to it. What she's gambling on is that she took something she knew she could make to take Vilma Ochoa, take a 187.5 that they don't think that she can make.
Yeah, that's a much tougher jump, that one, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, Anna Komleva from Russia, 172.5 kilograms.
Now this will put her into the bronze medal position, forcing Wong to make her lift.
Cannot get that lift. No lift for Anna Komleva.
All right, so she.
175 kilograms.
All right.
Klemenko looking at 175 kilos after that 167.5 was a very tough grind.
Now, is she going to call for a change or no?
And she still has time.
Interesting.
Looks like she's going to stick with the 175 kilos.
Interesting.
And the bar is loaded.
That's a big lift, giving her 167.5. But in powerlifting, we've seen many times today their third attempts look better than their second attempts. She looks confident over the bar. And that deep breath. Bring in all the air she can. Cannot get that off the ground. 175 kilos was just too much for her. And 167 is where she'll stay.
I understand what they were doing with that lift there. Because
from Taipei.
They're trying to move her up. It's just tough. It's a tough lift. She just had a rough day.
She had a rough day. Any energy expenditure. At the end of the day, there was just nothing left there in that tank. Yan Zhuohyang from Chinese Taipei, 175 kilograms.
She is your bronze medalist there. This is it. Komleva and Klemenko had their shots and just didn't make it.
This is our bronze medalist. Cannot get that off the ground.
That is our bronze medalist right there.
No lift. Next is
Greenberger looking at 187.5.
87.5 kilograms.
This is a big lift for Trin. So her personal best is 177.5. She's already beaten that. Yeah, she's looking at 187.5. She really wants to get on that medal podium for the deadlift. And she wants to do it in style, 187.5 kilograms.
This will put her in the lead in the deadlift.
This will give her, that will put her in the gold medal position for deadlift. And it'll come down to Vilma.
Vilma, Kortika, and Chu will have a chance to take it from her if she makes it.
187.5. Cannot quite get it up there and lock it out.
Nope.
Sorry, no lift. The weight stays for...
So 187.5 for Vegas Vilma.
Here we go. This is for a gold medal.
This is for the gold medal. If she can pull this, this puts her in the gold medal.
And silver medal in the definitely a silver medal in the deadlift.
If she can pull this, this is a gold medal lift.
Gold medal
but
in
she
total.
Has to get this.
She will defeat Natalia Solnikova by 1/2 a kilo, 0.5 kilos. Let's listen to the crowd.
And lots of support here. I think half of Brazil have come with her. They're not getting off the ground though. 187.5 was too much.
Alrighty.
So Solnikova made the right call there with 172.5 and holds on to the gold medal position.
So, and that's where the call was by Solnikova. I said, you know, that 2.5 kilos, she knew for certain that she could make.
It's going to be a push for
172.5. And then the 187.5, they wanted to push her to make that. They figured she might have had 185. Right, so they had to go with at 172.5.
So Yu Chao is taking an attempt now at 192.5. The last lift is 185. She's got a personal best of 195, so quite within reach. This will put her up into first place for the deadlift. $192.5 kilograms.
This will put her in gold medal position for the deadlift.
Taking her time. She got a very clean technique on all her other lifts. She locked this out, stands it up. Looks like she's got this. Referees say yes.
Very good.
3 white lights at 192.5 kilograms. They'll put her in first place there for the deadlift. Louise Edwards from Indonesia is also looking as now at 195 kilograms. So this is actually this is equal to the world record.
Now, is that a standard or is that, yeah, but check and see, is that the standard?
I'm sorry, it's not the world record.
Nope, sorry, correction, it's not the world record.
The bar is loaded.
195 kilograms. Couldn't quite get that off the ground there.
Sorry, no left.
All right.
So that gives Solnikova the gold medal.
Wow.
She played that card right down to the third deadlift. Looks like Vilma will have to settle for the silver medal this time round.
You know, and it's an interesting thing. I want to say that, you know, Solnikova going from 170 to 172, the reason that she did that is because she's squarely in the middle of the pack. She could not wait to see what Vilma was going to do.
She's not the strongest deadlifter. She had to make a decision.
Not even close. So 175, Vilma could have dropped if she missed, right?
She made a good decision, 172.5, forced Vilma into doing the 187.5,
right,
and ultimately wrapping up the gold medal for her.
It's perfect.
She made a right decision.
And that's what she had to do.
So we'll be having the medal ceremonies here very shortly. That's the end of our lifting for today. And tomorrow morning we'll be kicking off with the under 57 kilo women at 10 a.m. Followed by the 74 kilo men at 3 p.m. as well. It should be a fantastic day of lifting. We've had an incredible day of lifting here already. So we've got day one of an amazing event. We've already seen world records fall. We've seen an incredible menu. The competition is definitely heating up. Little battles throughout the whole thing. Tactical decisions being made. An absolutely fantastic day of lifting. And looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Stay tuned for the medal ceremony from the session just completed. And you'll hear from us again tomorrow.
Gather in the backstage. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with the victory ceremony. The medals will be given by Farshid Soltani, the IPF Executive Committee member and also the Asian Region President, and Mr. Gaston Parage, the IPF President. Let's begin the victory ceremony for the category up to 47 kilograms. The results in squat. On the third place, there is Widery from Indonesia with 160 kilograms. The second place goes to Igor Sidikova from Russia with 165 kilograms. And the best squats belongs to Yukako Fukushima from Japan with 177.5 kilograms. Congratulations. The results in bench press. The third place belongs to Igor Sidikova from Russia with 125 kilograms. The silver goes to Yukako Fukushima from Japan with 132.5 kilograms. And the winner is Widery from Indonesia with 135 kilograms. Congratulations, thank you. And the results in deadlift. Third place goes to Igor Sidikova from Russia with 150 kilograms. The silver goes to Yukako Fukushima from Japan with 162.5 kilograms. And the strongest deadlift is Widery from Indonesia with 180 kilograms. Congratulations. The total results. On the third place, Igor Sitikova from Russia with a total of 440 kilograms. The second place goes to Yukako Fukushima from Japan with 472.5 kilograms. And the winner is Wideri Wideri from Indonesia with 475 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the Indonesian national anthem. Thank you. Congratulations. Now the category up to 52 kilograms. The squat results are: on the third place is Anna Komleva from Russia with 185 kilograms. The silver goes to Natalia Salnikova from Russia with 202.5 kilograms. And the strongest squat was Wilma Ochoa from Ecuador with 218 kilograms. Thank you and congratulations. The bench press results. On the third place, there is Yensu Huang from Taipei with 115 kilograms. The second place goes to Katharina Klimenko from Ukraine with 120 kilograms. And the gold goes to Natalia Salnikova from Russia with 130 kilograms. Congratulations and thank you. The deadlift results. On the third place, there is Trine Bagger from Denmark with 180 kilograms. On second place is Imas Kartika from Indonesia with 185 kilograms. And the winner is Yiyu Chow from Taipei with 192.5 kilograms. Thank you and congratulations. The total results: on the third place, Yenchu Wang from Taipei with 470 kilograms. The silver medal goes to Vilma Ochoa from Ecuador with 498 kilograms. And the winner of this weight category is Natalia Salnikova from Russia with 505 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, let's stand up for the Russian national anthem. Congratulations, and that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's competition and see you tomorrow.